Hello and welcome to Formatting the APA Style paper, In-Text Citations, Paraphrasing, and References. In this short video, we are going to walk through the essentials of APA style, how to cite sources in your writing, how to paraphrase effectively, and how to build proper reference lists. We'll also look at how to cite AI tools, which is a newer part of APA guidelines. APA style was created by the American Psychological Association. It began in 1929 with a short article arguing that scientific writing needed standardization. Since then, it has grown into a full publication manual, now in its 7th edition, released in 2020. The purpose of APA style is simple: clarity, uniformity, credibility, and readability. It helps writers communicate ideas clearly and ethically. APA also emphasizes bias-free language, and the 7th edition includes a full chapter on how to write inclusively. In-text citations, the basics. In APA style, in-text citations help your reader connect your ideas to the sources listed in your reference list. There are two main types: parenthetical citations and narrative citations. Parenthetical citations place the author and year in parentheses. In narrative citations, you integrate the author into the sentence. Using narrative citations, also called signal phrases, you can make your writing flow more naturally. Signal phrases introduce the author you're citing and help you integrate evidence smoothly. For example, as Flynn, 2010, claimed, Pappas and Murray, 2009, reported, research has suggested, Smith, 1999. Use past tense or present perfect when describing research. Say argued or has argued rather than argues. Citing multiple authors and multiple sources. With two authors, it's in brackets Smith, ampersand Jones, comma 2020, or narratively Smith and Jones, 2020, found. With three or more authors, use et al. If you're using multiple sources in one citation, that is, for a single idea you're referring to two or more sources, alphabetize and separate these with semicolons. Jones, comma 2025, semicolon, Smith, comma 2022. Secondary sources and multiple editions. Sometimes you cite something quoted in another source. APA calls this a secondary source or secondary citation. So, like Patel 2021 as cited in Sampson et al. 2025. This is acceptable, but try whenever possible to find the original source. Sometimes you need to cite a work that's been reprinted. For example, if you're citing Carl Jung's 1958 classic, The Undiscovered Self, but the edition you're working with was reprinted in 1990, the in-text citation should be Jung, 1958/1990. However, in the reference list, only cite the version you actually read, so that would be Jung, 1990. Paraphrasing and direct quotes. Paraphrasing means restating an author's ideas in your own words while still giving credit. Direct quotes require page numbers. There are acceptable and unacceptable forms of paraphrasing. For example, let's look at the following original text from Carl Jung's The Undiscovered Self. People measure their self-knowledge by what the average person in their social environment knows of himself, comma, but not by the real psychic facts which are for the most part hidden from them. An unacceptable paraphrase would be, rather than measuring their self-knowledge by the real psychic facts which are for the most part hidden from them, most people go by what the average person knows of himself in their social environment. This passage is considered plagiarism because the author is not cited, nor is a page number from the original source indicated, but more importantly, the passage is too close to the original text. Only a few phrases or words have been changed. Here's an acceptable paraphrase. It has been stated that people find it difficult to gain true self-knowledge, mostly because they go by what they understand of themselves only within their social environment. Jung, 1958-1990, argued that instead, such knowledge can only come by accessing, quote, the real psychic facts which are for the most part hidden from them, end quote, page 5. This is acceptable paraphrasing because the author of the text has been given credit and cited correctly, and the paraphrase employs signal words to indicate to the reader that what is coming is not the original idea of the student, and only selected wording from the original source is quoted directly. Long paraphrases and multiple sources. If you're paraphrasing the same source over several sentences, you don't need to repeat the citation every sentence, as long as it's clear that you're still referring to the same work. But if you start a new paragraph, reintroduce the citation. When summarizing multiple studies, make sure it's clear which findings belong to which authors. The example on this slide on play therapists demonstrates this well. Building the reference list. Your reference list appears on a new page titled References. It is double-spaced with hanging indents. Each entry includes author or authors, year, title, source, publisher, journal, or URL. Examples include books, journal articles, websites, or chapters in edited books. But remember, the APA capitalizes only the first word of titles and subtitles plus proper nouns. All other words must be in lowercase. Citing artificial intelligence tools in APA style. APA now includes guidance for citing generative AI. For the general use of AI, if you used AI to help with editing or brainstorming, acknowledge it in your paper and include a reference, I use ChatGPT, OpenAI 2025, to edit my paper. In the reference list, you cite the AI itself, OpenAI 2025. Tools and tips for APA accuracy. Many library databases and catalogs can generate APA citations automatically, but always double-check them for accuracy. Microsoft Word includes APA formatting tools, and citation managers like Zotero, Mendeley, and EndNote can help you organize your sources. Finally, always review your references for accuracy, consistency, and correct formatting. Remember, APA style isn't about following rules for their own sake. It's about respecting ideas and their authors, supporting your arguments, and writing clearly. Thank you for watching.